Hey my lovely fellas, and I'm glad you tuned in again, and welcome to the third episode. And right at the beginning you have an overview and a short summary of what an exciting enclosure I have planned for these third hybrid and the last hybrid from the expansion pack. What is our now out now for Jurassic World Evolution 2. The park won't be over that, and the project will continue, and I will build a lagoon for our glowing underwater dinosaurs and for the Indoraptor, and last but not least for the Indominus Rex. I hope you liked the first impression, and I'm still not finished with the habitat, and that's the first overview yet. There will still a few adjustments are coming with the plants and the vegetation, but I wanted to give you the first impression. The speed build will start soon, and if you want to skip the whole part you can go to minute 5 and then I will show you the enclosure and the real-time part. Unfortunately, I had recorded the terrace, what you can see here in the background, and this is a mistake for myself. I hadn't set up the screen record correctly, and so I had a black screen, and so I couldn't show you how I built the terrace with the staff area. I apologize for that mistake. Yeah, cat. I have a cat. What's going on with you? Please be quiet in the background here. And in the minute 11 onwards I will let the first dinosaurs move into the enclosure, and then you can enjoy the rest of the capture mode recordings, and if you want you can also take a look at the time lapse, and I think let's go. Now we're in the time-lapse part, and first I will place randomly the different items and try to find out which parts combined well with each other and what is suitable in the combination and fits together at the end. The arrangement is not perfect yet for now, and I wanted to see what is possible at the beginning, and also took a lot of items from the mortar pack. With the mortar items like the walls and so on, and yeah. And then I skipped them at the end. I think they didn't combine well with the sunken temple, and in the end I think that all the columns and stones are enough. They have the same color, so more rocky and grayish-like, and that's fit. So I think. The grey look of the items in particular looks quite good in combination, and in the end I didn't want to overdo it with the decoration. Maybe the enclosure is a little bit exaggerated, I know, but hey, I'm looking for a very special habitat. I'll be relatively satisfied and will then arrange and adjust the individual objects again, and I hope you like the idea with the hidden sunken temple theme. And yeah, later then I deleted a few things and placed some of them somewhere else. Many upcovering with the vegetation is coming, and voila, we have a smooth temperate map, jungle habitat theme, so I think. By the way, these temples, what you can see here, has also a very large hitbox, and the dinosaurs can walk through them. It is also the problem, I put the temples lower into the ground, but I have the same problem again. That's why I planned this enclosure a little bit bigger, so that the dinosaurs can also walk around the temple that stay here in the middle of the enclosure, and unfortunately they can't walk through it, which would of course look nice if they could stalk between the ruins and columns. But yeah, compromises have to be made, and yet the dinosaurs still have a lot of space for roaming around, and we have a mostly permanent and good view of the dinosaurs from the 3 different observation galleries, and also we have a nice view to the background scenery with the various decorative elements that I have placed everywhere. But I show you these different view perspectives later in this episode. Now we come to the first time-lapse part, and in this overview you can also see my self-constructed viewing terrace, where the guest would then have the opportunity to view the dinosaurs from a completely different perspective in a guided tour with staff, and to learn more about the hybrids and the special dinosaur in a research center nearby. I also integrated a gate so that we have the imagination. And the imagination is being alive. We have official access to the enclosure for the staff. I was greatly inspired by other German YouTuber Dandyman, and I would like to thank you again for the inspiration and for showing me a little bit how you can integrate and combine and create these military style with various items. And as you can see, there's a lagoon hatchery station up here, and I covered it up with concrete floors so that we don't see the water again. And I combined other items so that on the one hand it looks very scientific and a little bit more secure and so on for the staff and so on. And to the other hand, we have an open special area for the guest and can enjoy in an exclusive view into the enclosure from there. I also found the contrast between this viewing terrace and the sunken Fandel theme enclosure very nice, and contrast in particular make certain things very special. For example, the industrial look with the brick and the glass and the metal are basically very contradictory things, but in the end they can look quite good together. And I know the comparison is a little bit outright now, but I think you know what I mean, and I would like to continue the theme with this terrace and this military look in the next enclosure. And yeah, I had tried out a few things in the last time for my first beta test stream on Twitch, and adjusted a few things in my record settings, and then I realized that my internet was much too slow, and when I wanted to record the next episode it was all for nothing. Then I had wrong settings and I lose my process for the interrupter time-lapse part. That's a lesson for me, but I'll talk about more about that in the next episode. But yeah, we come back to this episode. In the occasion of this wonderful new hybrid, which is also very big favorite for the most of the people, I wanted to build a very special enclosure, and I had already shown and mentioned in the last episode that I always planned a special theme in the enclosure with different plants and a different biome look for various hybrids that we have, and what is not more obviously for a semi-aquatic dinosaur than a sunken Atlantis, hashtag sunken city and sunken ruins, and there's a wonderfully combination. On this point, when I know that the Spinoraptor is still the next creature in my project, he needs a special theme, and so I figured out with a lot of items, water features, hidden fountains and various lightning for the night time. And yeah, after then here, as you can see, there are the connections to the two viewing logs that we have and this glass dome from the lagoon. And yeah, that's a special thing. I like this glass dome, and yeah, that's the place to be when you go inside the enclosure. Yeah, so and what I can say again, after then I placed the last items, I decorated the rest of the enclosure with a lot other stuff like hidden lightning and other little thingies, and later I will also cover these up with various plants and bushes so that everything looks a little bit more overgrown and lush. And then yeah, I have also placed these two viewing logs for a good view, and at the very beginning already you saw that I put a large glass dome into the lake, but I will move this again later. Overall, the guests then have a great perspective, and I wanted to arrange the viewing gallery so that you cannot see the other gallery at all. A triangle principle was my idea with the viewing opportunities. And then yeah, I also placed later various fountains at the front of the intersection with a stone arch. What you saw, that is so a promotion decoration thing for me on the path for the guest. And later here I also placed some nice various fountains into the water, and this was a very special idea from my other YouTuber friend, and greetings go out to Crazy Cat Miri, and thank you that you remind me to this decoration feature. It is still wonderful, and yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. And yeah. These water features make the whole enclosure seems a bit more lively and pick up on the theme of water in the sunken city quite well. And yeah, I think it's amazing. This is the touch what I'm looking for, and it was a very grateful idea. And yeah, I have no more words, Miri. Thank you again. Yeah. So, and then we come very close to the release to the first dinosaur. Yeah, I started a poll last week, and I thank you for taking your votes. And first of all, I will put the Spinosaurus in the enclosure with the dragon look, and it reminds me a little bit on Drogon from Westeros from Game of Thrones, and I like the combination with the grey, this dark grey, and yeah, it is so greyish. I like it. It looks so rocky and combined with the red sail, and I think, yeah, this is the guardian of this sunken city here, and yeah, I like it. And yeah, later I put also a total of 12 raptors in this large habitat here, and 6 of them then have the glowy skin. Yeah, I think that's enough. And you can also see the lively, happy group. And I always thought about it was nice when they moved through the enclosure in a pack. They move in herds, and I had a lot of fun in watching the dinosaurs and make a lot of pictures and screenshot and enjoy these meantime. So for myself, I know that my capture mode recordings from this part of the videos onwards have become very long, but I didn't want to keep it shorter. Then I really enjoyed this capture mode time, and it was so, hey, I feel like in another world for now. I also think it's important that we can experience and enjoy the enclosure from a different perspective. So I hope that this long capture mode is okay still for you. I really enjoyed to watching these dinosaurs and seeing all the animations, and I have to say, this is an animal that turned out really well and has the perfect balance between the other 2 dinosaurs. And then I mean the Spinosaurus and the Velociraptor. It really has the best of both worlds of the 2 dinosaurs and fits well in a land and or also in a water enclosure. Doesn't matter what you build for the Spinoraptor, it is perfect. I like this note because it really reminds me of a fish eater, but the rest of the body is very raptor-like, and it is a nice medium-sized carnivore, and it is still one of my new favorites when it comes to hybrids. So I mean, I can understand it, that is a big favorite of a lot of people, and so we definitely have a big highlight in this park, but that's not all. In the next episode I will show you a very special enclosure for the Indoraptor. After that we will come to the lagoon by the ocean, and the finishing part is the Indominus, and I think that fits. As I said, I was very surprised that the greyish skin from the raptor has won. But I have a problem with that. It goes perfectly with the sunken ruins, and the enclosure looks very inviting and beautiful during the day too, as I said. And I also placed some lighting in the enclosure so that the enclosure has also a special inviting for the guests in the evening hours. There are few features hidden everywhere, like a small boat or small ruins, and there's always something to discover, and I think this is also a good point and a good and important feature when you create a habitat. It is not a must-have. Yeah, it's only so idea from me. But yeah, so I put this link from Nexusmod with the Waterfall and Ruins mod under my video, and yeah. So, and as I said, now it's slowly getting evening and the sun is passing by, and then you can see the hidden lightning that I've placed everywhere. The topic of lightning in particular is often so underrated, can I say it so? And I can only recommend that you follow the daily rhythm in your game. When you build different places, guest areas, enclosures, and so on, I think these different times of the day with the different lightning signals always very important and interesting when you build it. This is not a must, and I just it's only just a recommendation, and it makes the game and your park seems more lively. So I think when the time of the day change it, and that definitely brings a good dynamic into the game. Yeah, and here we are. You can see it is the evening time. It's getting more bright with the hidden lightning, and yeah, and the glowy skin is very pinkish. That's insane for me, but it looks so good and suitable on the Spinoraptor. It's great. Yeah, enjoy the last few minutes, and I thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you liked this episode and my idea behind it. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode, and I wish you a nice Sunday and a good start in the next week. And until then, I say bye-bye to you and have a great time. Stay safe, and we see yous.